Welcome to Animen Watch Anime, the weekly segment where we react, rate, and review any random anime for your viewing pleasure. I'm Zach. Joining me as always is my good buddy Travis.
Shing.
And today, what are we watching?
We're watching Rent a Girlfriend.
Woo!
My name's Kazuya Kinoshita. I'm a 20-year-old college student.
Oh, this is the first time I'm watching it. Duh.
I got dumped.
Yeah. That's rough, buddy.
She was the first girlfriend I ever had.
Got that reference.
Dumped me after only 1 month together.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Rent a girlfriend?
Isn't that like prostitution, but like with, you know...
They don't have sex.
But he pays a girl to be with him.
He pays a girl to pretend to be his girlfriend. So they just go on a date and stuff like that, but they don't have sex. Prostitution is sex.
But it just feels like prostitution, but with like steps.
But they don't have sex.
In volume 1220,
Page 230 in chapter.
he does have sexual intercourse with a rent a girlfriend, so you could say that it is prostitution. You say.
Are you Kazuya?
Well.
No, this is Patrick.
Oh, really, Cory?
I would almost want to do that. If there was a thing where you could actually rent a girlfriend and be like, are you Zach? I'd be like, no, this is Patrick. And if they don't laugh and be like, you know what? I'm not interested.
It was the Animen website, and you can rent a girlfriend. We got that up, right?
I so
Probably
just
know
want
about
to
the
bail.
website.
What do you mean we didn't get that up?
I thought you were in charge of the website.
I got like 50 women that we have to pay.
Where did you find 50 women that were
So
willing to be
we're
part of Rent a
following the
Girlfriend?
date plan sent
Craigslist.
by text.
Oh, I told you to search
This is the
everything.
first time I've ever gone to
I
an
don't like
aquarium.
those people.
Oh,
It's basically Pornhub, but like
Wow, Matt,
with steps.
that's a girl like
Yeah!
Imagine the fact that you had to hire someone to make you feel happy. It's really sad.
It's really sad.
It is really sad. I do feel for the main character. I mean, like,
Oh, I'm rooting for him.
negative review. I only got hand holding. I was expecting a lot more.
I was reaching for her ass, and she stopped me with her hand.
She was like, ridiculous.
I won't be sending you any more money for living expenses after this. Make sure not to get
A
caught up in
million, not
cases
dollars,
and end up
but a
wasting it all.
million?
Are you
That's still
kidding?
gotta be a good
I'm
chunk.
not going to college
Well,
to
it's
have
in yen,
fun.
so.
That's still gotta be a good chunk of money.
Oh, it's a good chunk of money, but still, it's in yen.
Hope you didn't wait long. I had to do my hair. I was worried you might not like this hairstyle.
How dare she pretend to be my girlfriend? I'm gonna get answers. I'm gonna tell her straight up that I'm not happy with this. Like,
She's so cute.
what? Do you hear what you're saying?
We're not married. We're
dating.
no, we're not really even that. Technically.
Oh,
Bro, bring the
I guess
vibes
I'll try
down.
to
I'm a beautiful girl. I'm a fine. In like some other people's world, I'm probably like a 5.
Oh, yeah.
But in your world, I'm a 10, a rockin' 10. I hit a doobie this morning, and you're bringing that vibe really down low. Can we like agree on something though?
What's up?
Come on. Let's get out of here.
Is it mommy? Mommy? Or-
Yeah, her name is
I
Mommy.
know that was
Is it?
stupid.
Yeah.
Total.
But at
Oh,
least
yeah.
I got it off my
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I know a lot of women don't like that word, but I'm just gonna say it right now. She was the C word.
This is just how it
Like,
works. You were the one who
straight up.
She was indeed a
You
cow.
saw me. Did you give me a 1-star review anyway? Did I actually do anything wrong on our first
Because you didn't
date?
show up in 15 minutes or less.
She's like a completely
This is
different
how you treat
person.
me?
All I can say for sure is
I'm
Did
in
you not
love.
interfere with my job? I mean, I'll tag along with you if you want to keep going.
Because technically she's still on the clock,
Yup.
which is
Yeah.
prostitution with steps.
Hey, we still
They're not having sex,
I
Travis.
got it. My gran, she passed out.
But you still have some time left.
See, the fact that she was willing to go with him,
It's no big deal.
that made me think that she's already starting to feel a little something, something. The whole excuse of you still have time left, he doesn't care, and you have his money. You could have just
As young as you
left.
used to be, and we do have a shop to run. It's not the first
Steps,
time you've been
though.
hospitalized.
Travis, he's not the only one bringing the vibe down right now.
I'm gonna bring the vibe down.
Would you like to
Yeah,
have
you are.
something soft to eat?
just with steps.
Pick a bucket. Anyway.
That's a good one, friend.
Girlfriend!
We need to get over and put together a party to celebrate!
Come on, Mom, don't be ridiculous!
Listen to you! Kaji has brought home a real hale and hearty hottie! We have to celebrate!
Hale and hearty hottie?
Can you believe it?
I want to see someone rent a girlfriend, and like when the girlfriend shows up, he's like, I want you to meet my wife. This was her idea.
She said we should spice up our relationship. So,
Sure.
Love
Make sure you
Hotel?
walk your girlfriend home.
Oh,
got
we're
it?
not
Please
prostitutes.
come and visit us at our home sometime
But it's
soon.
kind of like that. Full steps.
I think I knew you were gonna take it that
Have you
direction.
had
I like the old ladies so much.
Yeah, they're great.
How about the window?
We're on the 5th floor.
What then? This is
Why?
the biggest crisis ever.
Why the hell are you here, teacher?
Knock it off. What in the world is wrong with you?
Yeah, Cinderella.
What's wrong with it? He has
It's a natural response
He's
for
a boy.
any guy.
This is how men genitalia work.
Stop squeezing me with your thighs!
That's not gonna bring it back down.
Keep it up.
Thick
Important
thighs
to the
save
agency.
lives.
She has such a slender,
Stop moving those
soft.
thighs.
I ain't your brother. And even if I was, what the heck?
What do you think you're doing? Don't you ever forget that I'm just a rental girlfriend. Hell could freeze
Steps.
over and...
Huh? Kazuya!
Oh, that's Kazuya? Hold on.
Oh, see you guys. Where you going? Jumping out the window. Because after I seen Mommy,
Use that
I was
advice
just like,
desperation. You.
I don't like that. I don't like her. I knew people.
Everyone who's alive gets
I
lonely
knew
now and
people
then.
in high school that were like Mommy.
Some are just good at hiding it.
They're real. They're real people.
They're real people, and that's what just makes me hate them more. Because it's just ugh.
That's also what makes Mommy such a great
I'll tell
character.
Gran I'm sorry.
Is that you know.
And
Yeah,
introduce a real
You love to
girlfriend to
hate
her
her.
someday.
I love to hate her because
You
she's
can't
she's
find
the
your
bad
true
guy.
self
yeah.
just by renting it, can you?
I don't know if this show will try to give her a redemption arc, which I'm okay with, but they'll have to do a darn good job.
I'm the same. I want to make my family happy too. But
My Nakama.
With a job like
I can't quit
this,
this job. At least
I
can't
don't
right
think-
now, anyway.
stuff like that could work.
I doubt I'll see Chizuru Mizuhara again. I'm done with pretend dating forever.
Gentlemen, are you ready for some fan service? 5 stars.
You dork.
That's more than what Nick gets on a Nick pick.
Yeah.
Yo, Kazuya! How many times you jerk it yesterday? The story of virgin life.
What kind of friend says that?
Us.
Only 3 times!
I've never gone up to you and been like, hey Travis, how many times did you jerk it yesterday?
Question. I don't know. You couldn't expect us to be like that. Like how our friend group works.
No!
Okay.
Now this theme song is kicking.
It's kicking.
Well, that was the first episode of Rent a Girlfriend. Good stuff. When the first episode hits just right. Travis, can you explain the plot?
So Kazuyo, is it?
Kazuya.
Kazuya? Is it Kazuya?
Yeah.
So Kaz, I'm just gonna call him Kaz. He gets dumped by his girlfriend of a month, which is
I've
Mommy.
been there.
Mommy. Been there as well. And he's going through the depressing stage, and he decides, you know what, I'm gonna rent a girlfriend. Ends up renting a girlfriend, and he can't really comprehend his mind around this whole fake kind of relationship thing, which is pretty deep. It is pretty deep, even though I was
It's
making
completely understandable.
which I was making some some heavy jokes with, but like it is pretty deep of like how he like can't understand how someone can like just date someone willy-nilly and just not see them again, like how that makes them feel. And it's like it's pretty deep. And then like apparently he goes on another date with her because he wants to get these questions, and then he ends up finding out that his grandmother passed out in the hospital, and he rushes, and she's all like, I'm coming with you because you still got time, even though she could have left, kind of what Zach said. And she ends up getting there. Hilarity ensues. Basically, she says she's his girlfriend and all that, and like makes the family all impressed, and like They're running away, trying to hide. There's some sexy scenes. And then she sees her grandmother, and their grandmothers are like best friends, and they're just all like, they're like, you know,
What are the odds?
they're doing the girl like the yeah, what are the odds?
We're
and
gonna
odds.
be family,
And
and they're
then-
gonna get married.
Yeah, and then they kind of talk more about their the
Personal life?
Yeah, personal life, the rent a girlfriend thing, and then like, hey, call me up if you ever need, you know, to get out something or whatever. Yeah, that's the first episode.
And does it work for you?
That worked for me.
It works for me too.
I do like the deep meaning like that he tries to go through in this first episode.
Yeah. For first episodes, it definitely makes me want to see more. I already feel like these two could be good together, but not entirely sure yet. You know, as it progresses, like we've said, we've seen this. I've seen all of it so far. You've seen most of it.
Yeah, I was like
So-
halfway through, or towards the end.
So you really got to finish it, dude. It's
Yeah.
good. Especially since season 2's coming out this year.
I've been meaning to.
It's really good. I remember deciding to finally watch this because I kept putting it off. Because I heard it was pretty good, and I was like, okay, I'll get around to it. And then I did. When I watched the first episode for the first time, I was like, dude, I'm interested. Revisiting it, yeah, it's really nice to actually kind of revisit it, knowing what happens.
And you got to revisit it with the dub this time.
Yeah, because I first watched it sub. And I gotta say, both sub and dub, I like them both.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character, Travis?
I would say the main character. Yeah, I'm gonna say the main character, Kazuya. I like him. He's a strong character. I definitely get where he's coming from. If there was a rent-a-girlfriend like service in our world, like I kind of see where he's coming from, like with that, where it's all like what the false love in a sense, and like he does seem like he's a passionate romantic in a sense. Like you could definitely tell, like. He does have a little bit of the general man thing. He's a very realistic man. Like he's like
Young adult.
like he's not just like he's not like Issei Honda from DxD High School where it's just like where it's all like 24/7 on his mind. He genuinely wants love. He wants a romance.
Yeah.
He wants that.
But
like,
sometimes he does still think sexual thoughts.
he does.
But again, he's a guy.
He's a guy. But it's a good adaptation of what a guy actually kind of is. What a guy thinks. He does have his own personal things, but you know there are times where imagination does kind of run off a little bit, which is pretty realistic.
Especially when you're lonely.
Which is pretty realistic, and as a man who's been through stuff like that, I can actually really relate with that character like fully.
Not anymore, though.
No,
Fortunately for
yes,
you.
yes.
Happily married. My favorite character is Shizuru. And I even felt this way the first time. I like the main character too. Kazuya is great. He's easily my second favorite. But the reason I like Shizuru is we were making the jokes of how it's like prostitution with steps. How it's kind of like OnlyFans. But to me, it is like OnlyFans, only minus the sexual stuff.
Yeah.
And you replace it with intimate, like, romantic stuff. Because it is for lonely guys, and the way I see it for Shizuru, I don't think she's like a horrible person for doing this thing. With Rent a Girlfriend, I see guys going on there because they are lonely and they do want a girlfriend, but you know, for whatever reason, they're bad with women, they don't know how to talk to girls, or they're just not brave enough. To have something like this where they can at least pretend, at least have somewhat of that feeling, I get it, and I don't think Shizuru is a bad person for doing this, and she actually does explain it later on in the series, which is how I kind of felt about it early on, is like, you know, I could see a good, like, honest woman doing something like this because she's just trying to help these guys who are lonely and depressed. Because it's like, I'd rather these guys do this than do drugs or become an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Or, you know, cut themselves and stuff. Because there are men and women who will go down that path. But if something like this existed, I would much rather they do this than any of that stuff. So, I like Shizuru because she does this to help those men.
Hey Zach, when's the last time you cranked one out?
Shut up, Nick! Shut up, Nick! It's been a few days. It's a New Year's resolution, okay? Shut up. On a scale of 1 to 5 Rent-A-Girlfriend app things, how would you rate this, Travis? Never.
I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5.
I do like the anime. I do really like the anime. And again, I feel like the first episode is pretty strong. In this, it was more of just like but I do like that deep message that the main character kind of struggles through in this episode, which was very deep, and I did like that. I've seen some pretty good romance openers, and it's just like they're solid, like solid 4, solid 5. This I just felt like it was missing a certain element, like again when Mommy's in the picture, and I know Mommy's in the picture, and she's aware of the fact that the main character has moved on. There's an interesting dynamic there that sits in my stomach and makes me feel sick, and I'm just like, God, this like.
I know she's fictional, but I want to kick her ass.
I know, right?
I'm gonna give it a 4 though. I really enjoyed it. It's not quite a 5 because, like you said, we have seen better openers for romance. Like I still remember when we watched My Love Story way back.
Oh my God!
Way back, and I don't know if you gave it a 5, but I gave it a 5.
I did give it a 5.
That was a very good first episode.
Yes.
Very good. I still can't believe I haven't revisited it.
Oh, such a beautiful story.
This was still really good though. That's not to take anything away from this. A 4 out of 5 is still really good. I'm still saying, if I give something a 4 out of 5, I'm saying you need to watch this. It's great. It's wonderful. It's just not something that made me like, holy crap, this is genius. This was something that made me say, holy crap, this is really good. I want to see more. 100 views, we'll watch episode 2. And now it is time, once again, for the Wheel of Senpai. Gave it a really hearty spin last time.
I did. Go Speed Racer!
Kaijo! All those exclamation marks. We
Yeah.
counted, by the way. It has that many exclamation points.
We counted.
So like I said, 100 views. We'll watch episode 2 of this. We'll put it on the wheel, actually. That's what we do now, right? That's what we do now.
Yeah, for episode 2's, yeah.
Yeah. But in the meantime, I'm Zach. Signing off as always with my good buddy Travis.
I'm Travis.
And we will see you guys next time.
Imagine if they made like a Rent-A-Boyfriend and we were the main cast.
If they made a Rent a Boyfriend, I'd probably go on there. I would be one of the boyfriends, but I don't think anyone would want me because I'm ugly. So
You're not ugly, man.
True.
You're a 10.
out of 100, thank you.
No homo, but you're a 10, Zach.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
What am I? -2, Nick.
You're not a 5.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a 5.
Thank you for watching! If you're not subscribed, be sure to do so by clicking here. If you are subscribed, we thank you for keeping the Animen dream alive. Be sure to check out our other content here and here. For even more content, be sure to check out the rest of our channel and be sure to follow us on Twitter by clicking the link in the description below. I'm Felicia, and I'll see you next time.